The topic for today is isomerism. Chemical compounds that have identical chemical formulae but differ in properties and the arrangement of atoms in the molecules are called isomers. It is a phenomenon in which more than one compounds have the same chemical formula but different chemical structures. Isomers are classified into two types. They are structural or constitutional isomers, stereoisomers. So the constitutional isomers are compounds that have same chemical formula but different structural formula. These molecules are bonded together in totally different ways. The example above shows propanol and methyl ethyl ether, both of which have the same molecular formula of C3H8O, but as shown above, totally different structural formulae. So the stereoisomers. First, let's look into stereoisomers. Stereoisomers are classified into two types as we have already discussed. They are geometric isomers and optical isomers. So stereoisomers have the same atomic connectivity but differ in the spatial arrangement of the constituent atoms. So here you can see the examples of allyne, which look the same, but then the spatial arrangement is different from each other. Stereoisomers are molecules that have the same molecular formula and sequence of bonded atoms, but differ in the three-dimensional orientation of their atoms in space. There are two kinds of stereoisomers. They are geometric and optical stereoisomers, which I have shown in the previous slide. First, let's look into geometric isomers. Geometric isomers differ in the relative positions of the substituents in a rigid molecule. For example, if you see the 1,2-dichloroethane, which can exist as cis isomer with both chlorine atoms on the same side of the double bond, or as a trans isomer with the chlorine atoms on the opposite side of the double bond. So here in the picture you can see the chemical structure of 1,2-dichloroethane. So if you see, the first picture depicts trans isomer, in which the chlorine atoms are arranged opposite to each other, whereas the cis isomer, which is depicted below here, it has the chlorine atoms both at both the sides and not opposite to each other. They are at the same side. So this is the depiction of geometric isomers. And the next one is optical isomerism. Here the two molecules have the same molecular formula. However, the two molecules are mirror images of one another. They are also called as enantiomers. So enantiomers, which can also called as mirror images, that is, it will appear as a mirror image to each other. So it will be of two different chemical compounds like amino acids and dichlorofluoromethane. Both are two different compounds, but then their structure is like a mirror image to each other. So even if one molecule differs from the flip over to the right, the atomic spatial arrangement will not be equal. Optical isomers are molecules whose structures are mirror images that cannot be superimposed in one another in any orientation. So which means we cannot equalize them in any way. Although they look the same, because it is like a mirror image to each other, it can never be superimposed. Such molecules are said to be chiral. For example, D-lactic acid and L-lactic acid are optical isomers. Optical isomers differ only in their interactions with polarized light and with other chiral molecules. The other examples are D-erythrose and D-threose, and these are called as diastereomers. So let's look into further examples of D-lactic and L-lactic acids. D-lactic and L-lactic acids are foods and beverages, found in foods and beverages, that is fermented foods and beverages, like fermented milk products and like cheese and other fermented products like wine, beer, and so on, yogurt. So the D-lactic indicator, we have something called D-lactic indicator or the L-lactic indicator. This D-lactic indicator indicates the amount of how much it has been fermented. So it can indicate whether it is crossed beyond the limit. Like for example, if you take the quality of the egg, the L-lactic acid will indicate if the fermentation is gone beyond 200 mg per kg. If it has gone beyond 200 mg, then it is not advisable to consume. And the same goes with the wine, quality of wine. So let's look into diastereomers. Diastereomers are non-superimposable, non-mirror images of one another. Molecules made up of identical atoms bonded together in the same way, that is, they have the same connectivity. D-erythrose and L-erythrose are enantiomers, likewise, just like D and L lactic acid. But D-erythrose and D-threose are diastereomers. This occurs when two or more stereoisomers of a compound have different configurations at one or more, but not all, of the equivalent or related stereocenters. So this is a structure of enantiomers. So in enantiomers, you can see a pair of enantiomers. It's been depicted here, and it is a depiction of D-erythrose and L-erythrose. All of the chiral centers are opposite or of opposite configuration. Whereas in a diastereomer, you can see they are non-superimposable and non-mirror images of one another. So this is an example of diastereomers. So it gives a complete explanation of what enantiomers and what diastereomers are. So if you can see in this image, in the above image they have depicted D-erythrose and L-erythrose, and the one which is below they have depicted D-threose and L-threose. So D-erythrose and L-erythrose are enantiomers, that is, they are mirror images to each other, whereas D-erythrose and D-threose are non-mirror images, hence they are diastereomers.